colors. So today I'm doing this halo eye using products from ShopMissA. If you haven't seen my previous 3 videos, I'll link it down below. The first one is an unboxing, the second one is actually trying on and also recommendations, and the third one is a Korean inspired look, and this one is a halo eye look. So like I said, if you guys haven't seen my previous looks, I'll link it down below for you guys. And without any further ado, let's go on with this look. So to start off, I'm going to use a face mask. Here I have 2 face masks. I have a multivitamin and I have a honey. I'm going to use the multivitamin. It helps with nourishing, shining, and tone up. One thing that I noticed a difference between these two is that to open this one, it is down here, and then for this one, opening it up is up here. So just look at where there's like these little slits on the edges and see where you should open it up. Not that you guys should open up right there, but I'm saying the slits are there, so might as well open it from there. If you don't want to, you can always just use a scissor. So straight from the package, it's really damp. Find wherever it opens up and then apply onto your face. So with a face mask, you want to apply it on 15 to 20 minutes before you apply on your makeup, so that there's like a smoother application and so that your face is, you know, more moisturized. So I'm gonna go lay down for 15 minutes and then I'll come back and we'll start with the makeup. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna take this off and let's see how it looks like. Ooh, my face is, whoa, my hair. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my face has these marks from the face mask. Totally fine, it will go away. So I'm rubbing it into my skin and also patting it into my skin until it drips. You apply on your foundation, primer, everything. You kind of want a tacky base so that everything sticks onto your face. And my face felt really plump and really juicy and moisturized. So first thing I want to do is I want to do my brows, and so I want to give the brow product another try. So I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in medium brown. I don't know if you guys are the same way as me. Sometimes I will open it up and I would assume it is the part with the brow products, but it's not. So to differentiate the two, just look at the packaging, and the longer silver cap is where the brow products is, and the shorter one is where the spoolie is. So just keep that in mind so that you know the difference. I mean, I keep mixing it up until I just look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, I know the difference now. This product is not as pigmented as I would want it to be, but it's just gonna be a base for under powders. So to actually fill in my brows, I'm using the LA Colors Matte Eyeshadow Palette in mattifying, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I don't know if you can tell, but this powder is really pigmented, so I'm gonna go in and just fully out the powder so it blends everything. I did get a concealer. I got the AOA Studio Wonder Concealer in yellow, but it is a little thick for me, so I'm just going to use BB cream, the AOA Perfect BB cream, to carve out my brows, and this is in the shade Fair. So this is how it should look like. I'll do some fixing if I want to, but as for now I'm just gonna leave it like this. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish off this brow and do one of my eye, and then after that I'll come back and do it on camera for you guys. So this is the look that I came up with. So to start off with this eye, since I don't have an eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to go back and use the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream in Fair as my eyeshadow primer. And then to set the BB cream, I'm going to go back in with the LA Colors matte eyeshadow palette in Mattifying, the same eyeshadow palette that I used on my brows. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, this shade right here, and set the BB cream. The same palette, this color right here, I'm going to mix it in with the Clean Color KC eyeshadow trio. This one is in Juicy. I'm going to mix it with this shade right here, these two shades, and apply it into my crease. You want to keep it rounded. If you want, you can also blend it out, but I like to keep my eyes round to give it bigger eye effect, because if I make it cat eye shape and I were to blend it out towards my edges like this, it will make my eye look smaller. So I'm going to do it round shape like this to give me the round effect of a round eye, to make my eye look bigger since I do have hooded eyes. So taking the mattifying eyeshadow palette again, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to apply it to the inner and outer corners. So because I have hooded lids, I want to apply it above my eye so that when I open my eyes, you can see the color. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I used to apply the crease color, just to blend out any edges that I feel is harsh and not blended, especially the outside edges. And taking a clean brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges of the crease color. So for the center of the lid, I'm using the Starry Prism Cream Eyeshadow in white. So I did use this before and I didn't have any luck with it, so I'm giving it another go. So for this look, I use the Princessa Pearl Powder in number 12. But if you want to keep it white like this, I would recommend using number 30. So here's the cream eyeshadow. This one, the copper one, is number 12. And then the white one is number 30. So if you wanted to keep it white, then I recommend using number 30, and if you want it the color I used, then number 12. A little goes a long way. I don't know if you can tell, but I just used the top of the lid, and that's already a lot for enough for my eyes. So the cream eyeshadow serves as a base for this, so I don't have to use a glitter glue, because that's basically kind of like a glitter glue for me. Going back with the brown and just blend out the edges so that they blend in together nicely. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply mascara on off camera. I did purchase a mascara from ShopMissA, but if you guys watched my previous review, I don't like the mascara, so I'm not going to use that mascara. So I'm just going to use my own mascara. Okay, so something that I forgot to do was highlight my brow bone. So to highlight my brow bone, I'm using the Shadow Lover by Santee and number 2. And I'm going to use this shade right here. then what I like to do is I like to go in and just blend the two together so that it doesn't look harsh and streaky. So I only have one primer, and it is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Perfecting Blur Primer. This primer does have glitter in it, so when you use it, it's going to be glittery, but it's not glittery to where you're like a disco ball. It's only glittery to where there's like specks of glitter on your face, but it's not as, I don't think it's that noticeable. And then after that, I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream that I used to carve out my eyebrows. And along with the BB cream, I'm going to use their beauty sponge. Since this look is a little bit more dramatic, I'm gonna go for more of a full coverage look, which is not like me at all. I don't usually do full coverage, but I'll try to build this up as much as I can for the sake of this video to see how buildable it is. Okay, let's go. So this foundation is pretty buildable. Let me look up close. It's actually really nice, although I can tell it is clinging onto my dry patches around my cheeks, but I'm just really dry right now, so all the other places that I'm not dry, it's not clinging onto it. This is supposed to be, let me see, Luminous Glow. So I say this is more like a dewy BB cream, since it said Luminous Glow, which I can see the luminous glow. Can you guys tell? Okay, and then for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the AOA Wonder Cover Concealer in yellow. I'm just gonna stop it there, and I'm going to set my foundation, the AOA Perfect Setting Powder in a soft light. Then I'm gonna go back and do my lower lashes. So for my lower lashes, I'm going to apply it in reverse. So I'm gonna start with the dark color. Then you want to go in and mix the two color again to blend out brown. Center of the lid, I want to go back in with the cream eyeshadow and apply it on my bottom lid again. Apply that copper over it again. So I'm gonna go finish this eye, put on mascara on my bottom lashes and apply on eyelashes, and then I'll come back and finish the rest of my face. For lashes, I'm using the AOA Studio eyelashes in Luella. So this is how the eye turned out like. Let me zoom in. That's easy to apply the inner corner. So for my inner corner, I'm gonna go back in with the Prism Cream eyeshadow and number 30. Apply it into my inner corners. Okay, so since my eyes are fully done, I'm gonna go and bronze and contour my face. So to bronze my face, I'm using the H2O Contour and Highlight Kit in Light Lavish. No, in Light Lavish Life. So to contour my face, well, more like to bronze my face, since I don't really do a lot of contouring, I just do more of like blushing. But then for the sake of this video, I'm going to contour and bronze my face. So these are to highlight, and then these are to contour and bronze. So I'm just gonna mix those two to bronze up my face. So what I like to do, I like to tap, 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 and then I like to go blend in. Because when you first have products on your brush and you just go into one area, it's gonna be too harsh in that area and it's gonna be harder for you to blend out. So I like to spread out the product like by tapping it into like areas like this, and then I'll blend it in so it's not as harsh. And then for highlight, I'm going to mix these two shades right here. I like to apply on highlight before I apply on blush, so that I can blend out the highlight with the blush, so it's not so harsh or like just one streak. So I don't like to like go swipe it like this. I like to just pat into my skin going down versus going side. Using the brush this way right here, I pat it in, but then the other side I go and blend out the top so that the top part doesn't look streaky. I don't really care for the bottom part because when I add blush on, it's going to even it out. It's going to spread it out. It's not going to look just like one straight line. Going with blush, I'm going to use Starry Triple Blush Palette in number 2. I'm going to go in with this color right here.
Ooh, I can see it picking it. So just brush it right here, and then go in and blend it out. It's a really pretty color. This is the type of color that I wear every day. These peachy pink colors. It's more like a pink, this pinky blush color. So when I apply on blush, I like to smile and then apply it on.
Well, my lips aren't the best today, so I'm just going to apply on chapstick and lip gloss and call it a look. So lip gloss, I'm going to use, I'll go with, let's see, these are the 3 colors. I'll go with this last one right here. When I apply on the lip gloss, the applicator is kind of pink like this. I like to just clean it off with like a tissue or whatever like that, so it's clean. So that when I put it back into my tube, it's not gonna stain or change the color of the lip gloss. This is the completed look. The lip gloss isn't really the color that I was going for, but I like it. So this is the completed look. What do you guys think? Let me zoom in for the eye. So I'm done. It's like 4:57 right now. I didn't use any setting spray because when I ordered it, I didn't know that they had a setting spray, but they do have a setting spray. It's just located in a different area. I'll come back and update you guys how it looks like at the end of the day and what I recommend and don't recommend. Alright, bye for now. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours, well, like 5 hours and 15 minutes since I've had this makeup on, and as you can tell, it still looks really nice. The only thing that I had to reapply was my lip gloss, which I reapplied about like about 45 minutes ago. The eyes still looks nice. What do you think? Still looks nice. The highlight is still there. Bronzer is still there. Blush is still there. the foundation. Let me see. Let me look up closer for the BB cream. BB cream still looks really nice. It's still, I don't know, after 5 hours, it's still there. The powder, my face is not as soft as when I first applied the powder, but then for $1, I feel like the powder is really nice. The concealer, I don't know, I think the concealer is doing really good. Don't mind my ashiness. I'm just really dry around my cheek areas, so it looks cakey there, but it's just because I'm dry. Yeah, the lashes still held on pretty nice. Everything still looks really nice. The brows, my brows still looks nice. I mean, I didn't really do much, so I can't really justify my brows lasting all day. But I would say even if you don't do much, whenever you put on makeup, you are wary that you put on makeup, so you try not to mess it up. So either way, I feel like my brows would last all day if I didn't do anything or if I were to do something. So overall, I feel like my makeup still looks really nice. After 5 hours, it still looks nice. And this is without a setting spray too. I didn't even use any setting spray since, like I said, I didn't get a setting spray. Okay, so let's break down the products I use and let's see what I recommend and don't recommend. So to start off, I used the eyebrow pencil. No. To start off, I used the face mask. So to start off, I used the face mask. I would say a face mask before you do your makeup helps a lot. I do notice a difference using a face mask before I do a makeup versus not using one. My face is more dry. It's not as moisturized. Okay, so next thing I used was the brow pencil. So if you haven't seen my previous review, I did say that this brow pencil is good if you want to use it as a base like I did. But if you were to just use it alone, I would not recommend it because it's not dark enough. For me personally, I would say go a shade darker, which is probably like black or whatever darkest shade that they have. I do like that it comes with a spoolie and it's twistable versus having to sharpen it. That is a plus, and for $1, honestly, I say just get it, especially if you just want to try it out. And powder on top of it, it looks really nice. As you can tell, my brows do still look really nice. I genuinely like this product as a base for my brows. And then next with that, I used the LA Colors eyeshadow palette in mattifying. I ended up using this color, and this color. And although you guys only seen me using it for tutorials off camera in like my everyday makeup, I have been using this palette especially for this color right here. To set my eyeshadow primers, I use this color right here, and I highly recommend this. It's for only $1. These colors are really nice. I would highly recommend this palette right here. I did use this as my eyeshadows, and along with this one, the Juicy Clean Color Pasty Eyeshadow Trio. This palette, it's not as pigmented as I would want it to be. I wouldn't show it, but then you can see that there's slight orange in my crease, and that is because of this color. So everything so far I do recommend. And lastly, for the eyeshadows, I used the Santee Lover eyeshadow palette in number 2, and I used this shade right here for my brow bone highlight. I do recommend this palette for the brow bone highlight. I haven't used this palette on its own, so I'm not sure if I would recommend it for all the colors, but for just this color, I do recommend it. Okay, so for eyelashes, I used the Luella lashes, and I do recommend these lashes. It is really big, really fluffy. If you don't like big lashes and dramatic lashes, I would not recommend these for you. They do have more natural eyelashes on their website, so don't feel like this is like the only type of lashes they have. They have natural to way more dramatic lashes than these. Okay, now onto the base. So the Wonder Skin primer. I think the primer is good. I would recommend it if you want to try it, but then do be aware that there is glitter in here and it might transfer in daylight. I haven't gone out, so I don't know how it is during the day or outside in sunlight, so I don't know about that, but I would recommend this. And this is like my 3rd time using it. I like it. I would recommend it, but then the only downfall is that it has glitter in it. Alright, and then next is the beauty sponge. This is the Sculpted version. They do have other versions, and this is the one for charity, so it's like 2 times softer. I really like this beauty sponge. I would recommend it, but one thing I do recommend you to do is to really wring it out, because if it's still wet and then you were to use it on your foundation or BB cream, it's not going to really blend it out. It's going to leave texture marks, like the holes on, if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but then you can see the holes in the sponge. When you tap it onto your skin to blend out the BB cream, it would have that texture. Like for example, when you mix oil with water, it's going to separate. That's how it's going to look. It's going to look separated, not going to look blended, and so like you really have to really like wring it out. But overall, I still really like it. And then next is the BB cream. So as I've told you already, the BB cream is still on. It's still really nice. One way for you to know if the BB cream is good is if the blush, highlight, or bronzer, whatever that you applied, is still on. And I don't know if you can tell, but my blush, my highlight, and my bronzer is still on really good. I haven't seen any difference at all. It still looks the same as when I first applied it after 5 hours. Of course, there's going to be differences because, you know, I applied it like 5 hours ago. But then overall, I do recommend this BB cream, and for $1, like, why not? And next, the concealer. It's a lot thicker than the BB cream. I have to say that. But it does cover, and it still looks good. I don't mind my nose area right here. I was sneezing a lot, and I blew my nose a couple times, and so my highlight, my nose highlight on, just don't care about that part. So the concealer, I would recommend it, but not in yellow. I still like it though, so I would recommend it. It does go well with the BB cream. Next is the powders. So I got 3 powders. I got the translucent, the soft light, and the banana. Out of all 3 of these, I would recommend soft light, the one that I use. I feel like it is translucent. It's not super, of course it's not super translucent. It has color to it, but I recommend this out of the 3 because banana is too yellow for me. I would not use this under my eyes. I would not use this. I probably wouldn't even use it at all. And then translucent, like you're like, oh wait, but then like see, translucent, like why would you use soft light over translucent? Like, don't you want translucent because it's universal for everyone? Yeah, it is universal for everyone, but not this one. Why? Because it has glitters in it. I don't know how to explain. It has like very tiny specks of shimmers and glitter, and this is not something you want to put all over your face, especially if it's supposed to be translucent. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll swatch it for you guys. Okay, so this is translucent, soft light, and then banana. You know, looking at banana now, I might use banana. I might, because it's not as dark as it looks inside. In the container, it looks a lot darker, but then on my hand, it's a little lighter, you know? I'm sorry. Sorry for bashing at you that I might not use it. I might just use it. I don't know how to show it to you guys so you can see that translucent is shimmery, but see if this helps. So I'm putting flash on it. So you can see it has glitter. The other 2 doesn't have glitter, so you don't see the shimmer. But so you can tell with translucent, there's like a lot of, there's just like shimmers all over, and I wouldn't put that on my face to set my eyes or anything. So I would say soft light is more of the translucent, more universal. Don't get translucent. And then if you're more on the olive and yellow skin tone, I would say get yellow set. Honestly, I don't know how to tell you guys how much I love this. I use the highlighters whenever I do my makeup. I don't even use my other highlighters, which I don't have one. I don't even use my other highlight. Ever since I've gotten this, the highlights in here is all I've used. I haven't touched any other highlights. And for the bronzer and contour, I like it, but like I said, I don't really contour my face. If I do, I would use this because it's buildable and you can build up to however dark you want it to be. So I would definitely recommend this palette, and it's only $10. And then for blush, I use the Starry Triple Blush palette in number 2. And I've used this before for exactly the same shade right here. This shade right here. And I do recommend this palette for that shade. For $1 for that shade, I would say get it. And on top of that, like, you can always mix these colors too, you know, they look very vibrant. I say for $1 for how pigmented these are, and they still look really nice after 5 hours. Get it, it's only $1, you know. And then next is the Prism Cream Eyeshadow. I've used this before and it just didn't work for me, but this time around I gave it a second chance, and honestly I really like this as a base for pigments. It's a really good base for pigments, and I think it's also a good base for glitters too, because it is on the glittery side. So let me check it out. I don't know if you can tell, but it has been breaking up right here. I guess I just need to put like a lighter layer or like blend it out more. I like it. It's really pretty on its own, and I probably would wear it on my own. It's just I'm scared of it breaking apart since it is tacky, and it doesn't have anything over it to keep it from breaking up. But yeah, I do like this, so I would recommend this. And then next are the pigments, number 12 and number 30. I highly recommend these. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. For $1, these are really good. I use number 30 all the time. I use it for my inner corners. As you can tell, it's really popping. I haven't used any other kind of inner corners for my inner corners besides this. For $1, you get so much too. I don't know how much products you get in here, but you get a lot. Lastly is the lip gloss. I like the lip gloss, but one con that I don't like about it is it's glittery. That's it. Like, even though it's glittery, it's not gritty. I don't feel it. I like the lip gloss because it keeps my lips moisturized. I don't like it because it's glittery. But then I can just like forget the glitteriness and just like how glossy and plump and juicy my lips look. So that's it. Like, that's everything I've used for this makeup tutorial. Out of all this, so one thing sadly that I don't recommend is just the translucent powder. But if you really think about it, you wouldn't want to put shimmers all over your face, you know. So that is all for this tutorial and recommendation and review. If you want to watch my other tutorials, don't forget that it's linked down below in the description box. I will have it all linked, my unboxing, my first tutorial, and my second tutorial, which is a Korean inspired makeup tutorial, and this is my third one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.